guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm doing sort of a get ready with me, chit chat with me tutorial because tonight I am going to a TV show premiere in LA. It's by Netflix called Insatiable, starring Debbie Ryan and Alyssa Milano. It's sort of a dark debutante coming of age story, so I thought it would be a lot of fun to just turn on the camera and get ready with you guys. I also used some fairly new products, like on my eyes today I used just the Manny MUA palette, which I absolutely love. I also played around with some of the IluvSarahii X Dose of Colors products, mostly the highlighters. So if you want to get ready with me, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button down below, I would really appreciate it. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thumbs up this video, and let's go ahead and get started. Sorry about this. Normally this is blank, but I can't move the frame out of the picture anymore, and if I pan the camera a little bit more, you see the other frame, so I hope this is okay. So I'm gonna start with Hunty in the crease, and that's just, oop. I can't believe I almost started my eyeshadow look without a primer on my right eye. That would have been tragic. Hold on. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. This is one of my favorites because it's very lightweight, yet it also kind of conceals in case you have a lot of veins or redness on your lids. I recommend using less product first, and if you maybe need a little bit more, then you can add. Then I'm just gonna set my eyelids with my favorite translucent powder, the Physicians Formula translucent powder, and it just looks like this. I'm gonna brush up my eyebrows real quick. I have no product in this brow. I actually have a little bit of Gimme brow in this eyebrow, but this one has no product, and I love how thick my brows look. I've been using castor oil to help them grow, and the difference is insane. It's also a natural product, so you're not gonna get any side effects or anything, and I highly recommend trying out castor oil to grow out your eyebrows. Some of it is still a little sparse here, but I can see the little hairs growing in. Like I said earlier, we're going to start with Hunty in the crease, just using a big fluffy brush. So I go a little bit above the crease. I'm just doing windshield wiper motions and also circular motions. Dipping into that again. I've only dipped into the shadow twice, but look how pigmented it is on my eyelids already. And I'm not trying to have this shade be too dark because it's the transition shade. So this is probably going to be my last time dipping into that shadow. Now we're just going to blend. We are going to go in with Trade, the shade Trade. It looks like a normal kind of red tone brown, but I find that it pulls a little maroonish, but I do love it so much. I'm going to use a tiny bit of this shadow, and I'm just going to go on the outer part right below Hunty. Using that same MAC 217 brush, I'm going to use Snatched, and then just going to go right over the same area. I'm going to take this in a little bit further in, and it kind of looks a little pink, which I don't mind, because that's what I'm going for. I'm gonna add a little bit more Hunty, because I think we lost some of that underneath Trade. We are gonna do the outer and inner corner with the shade Mug. Kind of patting it in, but at the same time blending upwards. Once you're done with the outer corner, you want to do the inner corner with that same shadow Mug. I'm using a detail brush, but it is sort of a fluffy, small detail brush, so it doesn't completely pack on the color too heavily. Just like that. So you want to take your time when doing this so that it's nice and soft. So I'm going to take the shadow Sickening. I'm going to dip into it twice, very lightly, and then tap off the excess. And then I'm just going to go around. That's a lot. So I suggest dipping your brush into Sickening once, and that should be good for your whole eye already to blend out the edges. With a Sigma short shader brush, we're going to take the shade Cake Face, and this is a very matte white shadow. I actually quite enjoy this shade because some of us don't like a very shimmery brow bone highlight. This is also a very pigmented shade, so I took less product, and if I want to build it up then I will, but kind of like the way it is right now. I'm going to take the shade Shady on an angled brush, and you can use any angled brush. Follow that shadow. See how the shadow is kind of pulled out a little bit, so I'm just going to do my normal shadowing. I don't really have a guide, I sort of just wing it. I'll show you how I do my cleanup and make it super sharp. So I do like the shape of it. I'm just going to deepen it a little bit. I'm also gonna line that outer lash line a little bit, but not all the way, just that outer part. And then I'm gonna take the Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector Concentrate Cream from It Cosmetics, and this has been my go-to for carving out my brows and carving out the winged liner. Look how seamless that looks. It's like there's no concealer. Now, I just like to tightline my eyes with a little bit of black liner. By the way, I've also been using the castor oil on my lashes, and I've seen amazing results. My lashes are thicker, they're growing longer, they're actually constantly growing new lashes. So what I've been doing with my brows for the last few months is starting with Gimme Brow, and I brush this through all areas of my brow, the base of my brows, combing it upward, really brushing those hairs up. And then once I hit the tail of my brow, I'm gonna dip in one more time with a product. I'm just going to kind of brush them in the direction that they're growing. That's how the brows look right now. They're kind of unruly, but we are gonna fill them in. So what I do is I let the brow gel set for maybe 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I wanna make sure that it's completely dry before I go in with my eyebrow pencil, which is the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit in number 2. So I'm just going to lightly fill in the under area of my brow first, really sketching out the shape, and then work my way out to the tail. So back in 2017, everybody loved the look of Instagram brows, which was dark, thick, carved out brows, and I think the trend now, and what I've been enjoying most and loving on a lot of other people, are the bushy, model, kind of natural brow, almost not put together kind of brow, if you know what I mean. And I just find it makes your features more feminine and softer. So what I'm doing here is very lightly adding a little more color to the areas that are sparse, but not a lot. I'm just doing this motion and holding the eyebrow pencil towards the end so that I don't have a lot of pressure on the actual pencil. And once I add the setting gel, you'll see the hairs even more, which is what I absolutely love. That's my favorite part about doing my brows, is setting them in place. I do the same thing here. I kind of lightly fill in underneath, and then I take the tail downwards, following the natural shape of my brows, but I have to extend it a little bit. Add some more pencil to this area in upward motion. And then sometimes I'll take the spoolie if I have a little bit too much product and brush through them. Now if you want, you can carve them out. Normally I do, but I'm very happy with how I did them today, so I might not carve them out so they look a little more natural. But I am going to set them after I do my foundation. So now we're gonna do that pop of color on the middle of the lid. We're gonna use the shade Kai Kai as the base, and then we're gonna go over that shadow with Beat. So bright, oh my goodness. Wow. Honestly, if I was doing an all matte look, I would leave it this way, but I do want some shimmer. This is amazing. I've never seen a bright matte pink like this. This is giving me Barbie vibes, and in the best way possible. I'm gonna take the shadow Beat, maybe on my pinky finger because my lid space is not as big. Taking a small flat brush and going over it through Beat. I'm just adding a little more brown on the inner corner to kind of deepen it. And also did the lower lash line. I wanted to experiment with the colors again. I played with Pageant Queen along with Kai Kai again, and then added Beat to the inner corner. So I'm going to do that for you guys on the other eye, on the other lower lash line. We're going to deepen the outer corner with Mug and Shady first. Just on the very edge. Maybe more of Mug, less of Shady because I want it to look more brown. Just a little bit of fallout. Then I wanted to incorporate Pageant Queen because I think it's very fitting for the event tonight. I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to take more of that Pageant Queen on the inner part of the lower lash line. Actually towards the middle. Putting Kai Kai closer to the inner corner, but not all the way because we're going to put Beat there. With a small detail brush, I'm going to put Beat on the inner corner. To brighten that eye. And for the highlight, I plan to use the IluvSarahii X Dose of Colors Bathe highlighter on my cheekbone. So I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Then I'm going to put mascara on my lower lashes using the Voluminous Lash Paradise in Waterproof. And I like waterproof because it doesn't transfer to my under eyes. This is probably my favorite moment when it comes to brows, is setting them, because I love this kind of bushy effect that it gives. You could just see how natural it looks. So I'm using an OG product for blush. It's the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Palette with the blushes and the bronzer and the two highlighters. I know this is such an old product, but I still use it and I love it to this day. Then we're going to add the IluvSarahii X Dose of Colors highlighter in Bathe all over the cheeks and the top of my cheekbones. Take it all over that cheek. Now I'm gonna do some baking. I said I might, but definitely gonna do some baking. Maybe I'll just bake right here. Then I'm gonna wait 2 minutes, dust this off. I'm gonna put some lashes on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I dusted everything off, but before I put my lashes on, I'm going to set my face with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenish Primer and Setting Spray. It's my favorite setting spray because it really locks it all in place and also takes away all of that powder and really makes it look very skin-like. I love it so much, and it smells really good. It smells like coconut. Okay, so we are on to lips. I want to keep the lips a little neutral, kind of pinky, your lips but better. So I'm going to line my lips with my usual combo, the MAC lip pencil in Soar. And then I'm going to fill them in with the same lip pencil. And then I'm going to top it off with the Smashbox O-Plump lip gloss. It's a plumper gloss that has GOji Berry Complex in it, and it has a little bit of a pink tint, so you can even wear this on its own and it'll give you a nice sheen and this is the finished look. I really hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta head out because I'm running a little late to this event, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!